In this video, we explore the critical intersection of policy and reality as communities grapple with the alarming rise of water levels. With climate change fueling an unstoppable rise, understanding the underlying causes is more crucial than ever. We will navigate the complexities of policy challenges, examine the necessity of international cooperation, and highlight innovative solutions that prioritize community involvement. From assessing the economic impact of inaction to the importance of public awareness, join us on this journey to uncover how we can collectively navigate the uncertain waters ahead. 1. The unstoppable rise. Understanding the cause. Rising sea levels are not just a distant threat, they are a present reality impacting millions of people globally. This phenomenon is largely driven by global warming, which causes polar ice caps to melt and ocean water to expand. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, sea levels have risen by an average of 8 inches since the late 19th century. The situation is akin to a slowly filling bathtub. Unless the tap is turned off or the water is drained, overflow is inevitable. This analogy highlights the urgency of addressing the root causes of climate change. While the science is clear, translating it into actionable policies is fraught with challenges. 2. Policy challenges. Bridging the gap between science and implementation. Creating effective policies to combat rising sea levels is easier said than done. Policymakers often face the daunting task of balancing scientific recommendations with economic and political realities. For example, coastal cities like Miami and New Orleans require massive financial investments to build the necessary infrastructure to combat flooding. However, budget constraints and political disagreements often stall these initiatives. This scenario is similar to trying to build a bridge without enough materials. You know what needs to be done, but lack the resources to execute it. The gap between scientific knowledge and policy implementation remains a significant hurdle in addressing rising waters. 3. International cooperation. A global effort requires. Rising sea levels are a global issue that demands international cooperation. No single nation can solve this problem alone, which requires a coordinated effort much like a relay race where each runner must do their part for the team to succeed. The Paris Agreement is a step in the right direction, urging countries to commit to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. However, the agreement's voluntary nature and lack of enforcement mechanisms often lead to non-compliance. Without stringent measures and accountability, these international commitments may fall short of their goals. Effective global cooperation is essential for meaningful progress in combating rising sea levels. 4. Innovative solutions. Thinking outside the box. To address the challenges posed by rising waters, innovative solutions are crucial. Countries like the Netherlands have been pioneers in developing creative approaches to water management. Their use of floating farms and adaptive infrastructure serves as an example for other nations. Similarly, cities worldwide are exploring green roofs, permeable pavements, and artificial wetlands to manage stormwater more effectively. These solutions are akin to using a sponge to absorb excess water rather than letting it overflow. By embracing innovation, we can find sustainable ways to adapt to the changing environment while minimizing the impact on our communities. 5. Community involvement. Empowering local action. Community involvement is vital in adapting to rising sea levels. Local communities often have the most to lose, yet they also possess unique insights and resources to contribute. Engaging residents in decision-making processes can lead to more effective and tailored solutions. For example, grassroots initiatives in coastal areas have successfully implemented mangrove restoration projects to protect shorelines. This approach is like planting a tree to combat deforestation. Small actions can have a significant impact over time. By empowering communities, we can harness their collective strength to tackle the challenges of rising waters. 6. Economic impact. The cost of inaction. The economic implications of rising waters are profound and far-reaching. Without proactive measures, the cost of damage to infrastructure, property, and livelihoods will be astronomical. According to a report by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, flooding has already cost the United States over $1 trillion in damages over the past 40 years. The situation is comparable to ignoring a leaky roof. Eventually, the damage will become too severe to ignore. Investing in preventative measures now can save billions in future costs. Policymakers must recognize that the cost of inaction far outweighs the investment in adaptation strategies. 7. Public awareness. Educating and mobilizing the masses. Raising public awareness is a critical component in addressing rising sea levels. The more people understand the issue, the more likely they are to support necessary policy changes. Education campaigns can help dispel myths and misconceptions about climate change, making it easier for citizens to grasp the urgency of the situation. Think of it as turning on the lights in a dark room. Suddenly, everything becomes clearer. By informing the public, we can mobilize collective action and foster a culture of sustainability that prioritizes the well-being of future generations. 8. The road ahead. Navigating uncertain waters. As we look to the future, the path to adapting to rising waters remains uncertain. The challenges are numerous, but so are the opportunities for innovation and collaboration. Policymakers, scientists, and communities must work together to develop comprehensive strategies that address both the immediate and long-term impacts of rising sea levels. This journey is akin to steering a ship through a storm. It requires skill, determination, and a clear vision of the destination. By navigating these uncertain waters with resolve and unity, we can chart a course toward a more resilient and sustainable future.